Hello friends, welcome back. I know I haven't done one of these like crochet inspo videos in a hot minute, so we're getting to one. This one is going to be inspired by all fall themed stuff, decor, wearables, things like that, stuffies, you get it. So today I'll be showing you guys a lot of these things that are mainly like either free patterns. I think some of them are paid patterns, and then other ones are just like inspo or ideas that you can recreate off of, sort of type of thing. But let's get started. Alright, so for the first thing that I have on my list, by the way, everything that I'm going to be showing you guys is going to be on my board on my Pinterest, which is linked in my bio. So feel free to go ahead and look at them. I will link it down below in the description. So also disregard any random baby noises in the background. So the first one is these like maple leaf crochet patterns to try. I know that if you click on the link, it's probably going to give you tons and tons of different type of leaves that you can try out. Just go ahead and click on any of them. But I think this one is such a great idea to give you inspo that you don't really have to crochet just one typical maple leaf for fall. There is more out there than just one leaf pattern, trust me. Next thing is this like pumpkin granny square, and I know that for fall everything is basically going to be pumpkin, and granny squares are such a versatile thing to use for tons and tons of different patterns. For literally anything that you can think of to make, you can use granny squares for, so I thought it was perfect. And speaking of granny squares, there's also another fall vibes granny squares, and this one includes 4 different types of granny squares, and of course it has a little mushroom, pumpkin, and then 2 different granny squares that shows you like color combos for fall. The next thing that I have in my unknown etc folder is a little pumpkin like cup sleeve, and this is perfect because of course fall is here, so we are going to want our hot and cozy drinks, which I honestly love to get for fall. But this one is really cute because it has little pumpkins on the edges. The next thing I have is a cute little like pumpkin pattern. I honestly love this because you can use this for blankets, even like sweaters, so you can definitely mix this pattern for a lot of other things. Another one is another little pumpkin pattern, and this one they used it for like a little book sleeve, but I know you can definitely use this for like a tablet sleeve, a laptop sleeve, etc. Alright, the next thing is decor, and I love decor. If I had more space, more shelves, I would definitely be making more. But the first one that we are starting with is the cute little gnomes, and I know that everyone loves to decorate their houses with different gnomes, whether it be Valentine's, Christmas, etc. So this one is inspired for fall, so they coordinated the colors for fall, and then one is holding it also a little pumpkin. The next is a little pumpkin coaster, and I honestly love this one because it looks extra cozy because they used chunky yarn, which I honestly love the idea of using chunky yarn for fall because it just adds that extra like cozy feeling. Next is one of those little car rear view mirror like hanging things. I know a lot of people love to use like little plushies that are just hanging on like a little swing under it, but this one is really cute because it's like a little like a Starbucks little drink, like a pumpkin drink, and then a little pumpkin next to it. So cute. The next one is a little fall leaf garland, and honestly I love to decorate garlands, like as you can tell in the background. But as this one is so cute because it's leaves. Of course leaves go into fall, and even Halloween is so perfect. The next one is a pumpkin pie pot holder, and I know that anyone and everyone can use a pot holder. The next thing is a giant candy corn pillow, which I honestly love and I'm obsessed with. I honestly really want to make something like this because it's so cute to keep for fall and tie into Halloween as well. The next thing is another garland, and this one is a cute little like fall garland. I think it includes pumpkins and like little acorns, which is so cute. The next garland that I have is also for fall and also has pumpkins, but this one has like it interchanges between pumpkins and the little leaves. And then I do have another little car rearview mirror, like little hanging plushie, but this one is a little froggy inside a pumpkin on a swing. How much cuter can I get than that? The next, I have another set of little coasters, but this one is pumpkin pie instead of the pumpkins, which honestly is so cute because the holder is like the pie crust. The next two garlands I have as well. One of them is just pumpkin straight up, but this one, it honestly looks a lot faster to make because the pumpkins look a lot smaller and simpler. And then the next garland has pumpkin pie, which is so cute. I feel like it's giving very like Thanksgiving type of vibes. Next, I have cute little acorn decors, and this one I feel like it would be so cute if you could do it even like crocheted with like textured yarn or maybe like twine even. I feel like that would be so cute and unique. Another coaster pattern that I have is for fall leaves instead of like the pumpkin pie or the pumpkins itself. This one is a leaf, and I'm pretty sure with the leaf pattern that I showed earlier in the beginning of the video, you could probably make coasters out of those to not have to make it exactly like these leaves if you don't like this like look to it. And then the last thing on this list is a little like tray or trivet, however you say it. But this one is a pumpkin instead. And I know a lot of us that like to put rings and accessories into it. If you want to get into the festivities, the holidays, you can definitely try this one out for a pumpkin little like tray. All right, the next folder that I have is for plushies, and this one is so cute. I feel like I found pretty unique ones and some of the ones that are like a little more obvious for fall. So the first one is a set of three, a little pumpkin, acorn, and a mushroom. So I feel like it's the three main like fall icons. The next one is a big acorn plushie, and I absolutely love how they use like chunky yarn for this one. It makes it so cute. And then the eyes. The next one that I found is a pumpkin plushie, and this one has little feet, so it would be really cute to like sit on the top of a shelf or someone like somewhere up high so that its feet are just like dangling down. The next one is a just simple pumpkin plushie. I feel like this one it's mandatory to have on your fall or Halloween like list because it's just a staple. Next, this one is actually really funny to me, but someone actually made like a little pumpkin like doll head, and then the body, they gave the body a plump dump truck, okay? All right, next is another little like pumpkin spice latte plushie, and this one is actually really cute and creative, especially for all of you who love drinking the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. Guilty, I am one of those. Next, I have a little pumpkin bear plushie. This one is so cute because it looks like the bear is like inside a pumpkin, which is honestly so adorable. I would love to see it done in like really plush yarn. I bet that would be so cute. Next is a little pumpkin pie slice plushie, and this is so cute because I love how they put the face on the side instead of like on the top of it. And then next we have a pair of pumpkin, and it looks to be like a scarecrow plushies, like dolls. And this one is actually so cute. I love that they use the velvet yarn instead, and I feel like it makes it a whole lot like much more of a vibe, like a cozy vibe. Next, I have a little plush turkey plushie. I don't know what to say about this, but like it's such an icon for fall, especially Thanksgiving, which I am so excited for this year. But next, we also have like a candy corn version of the cow plushie that you always see going around. This one is so cute. Next, I have a little pair of like pumpkin like kitty cat plushies. This one is so cute because you could tie it in with Halloween, kind of like a little mix match of like Halloween and fall. And then next I have like a little Disney pumpkin, and I know there are so many people that love Disney, and to tie it in with fall like this is such a perfect way to do it. Next, I have a little pumpkin pie turtle plushie. Oh my goodness, the way that I like instantly thought of I can't think of her name right now, but I'll post her picture somewhere up here. But I instantly thought of this girl that makes like tons of different variations of turtle plushies, and I thought it was so cute. Next, these ones are probably my favorite ones out of the entire section of plushies, but it's like a pair of snail plushies that have their shell. Instead of being a shell, it is a pumpkin and a pumpkin pie, which I don't know. To me, this one is chef's kiss. The last one for the plushies section is a mini dinosaur set, and these ones are kind of mixed in to the candy corns also. So I think my favorite one is the middle one. I don't know their names, so don't ask me what these dinosaurs are. I do love that they are so in theme with fall and the whole Thanksgiving and Halloween. You could definitely sell these or make these for any of the 3 occasions for fall. All right, the last section of my Pinterest board is wearables. So this is anything like sweaters, blanket, hats, stuff like that. So the first one that I have is a harvest poncho. That's what they call it. And honestly, any poncho is such a staple for fall. I feel like you definitely need to have at least one in your wardrobe. I feel like it's a good time capsule type of wardrobe thing. Next, I have a beanie, and this one is so cute because within the beanie, they put the little pattern for pumpkins, and it's just honestly so cute because it gives it so much texture and like a 3D look to it also. Next, I have a granny square inspired tote bag, and right here it looks like they added the little mushroom, pumpkins, candy corn, a ghost, and I think the top one is a cat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this one is so cute. I do have another bag in this board. This next one is just a little more like checkered with the granny squares that I showed you in the beginning of the video, but this one has like pumpkins and the color combo of granny squares switching between each row. This one is probably my favorite one, and if I would make one, I would make this one. All right, next we have a little candy corn looking like blanket. This one is actually really creative because the candy corns kind of interchange between like being upright and then upside down. And I thought it was such a cool idea for a blanket for fall, Halloween type of thing, you know? Next, I do have another beanie, and this one literally is straight up just like a pumpkin beanie. And I love that the top of the beanie is actually like where the stem and leaf would grow out of. Next is like a little headband, or I'm pretty sure you could use this for like ear warmers too, but it's a huge like pumpkin 3D sort of crocheted pumpkin on the top middle, and the sides, it's just so cute. I love the white one because it looks like it has tons of tiny little pumpkins. If you don't like the top pumpkin, you could even just do the color combos or even the tiny little pumpkins on the sides all around the headband. Next, I have a really cute autumn olive crochet sweater. This one is so cute. It kind of gives me like Ron Weasley vibes. If you know, you know. But honestly, if I would make a fall sweater, this is the one that I would make. Next, I have another oversized sweater. This one, it looks like it's using like the granny square stitch. So if you want a quick sweater for fall to crochet, this one is definitely the one to choose because granny square or the granny stitch, is definitely one that like you can make really fast. Next is a granny square plaid blanket, and this one is, oh my goodness, so freaking cute. I think I would definitely make this blanket if I were to make one for fall because just the color scheme and granny squares in general are pretty fast to work up on. The one thing that would just take forever to do is basically just having to stitch everything together. Next, I have another little sweater, but this one just has like the front of like a face of a pumpkin. I feel like this one is a little more like fall or Halloween specific, but I feel like you can never go wrong with anything like pumpkin based for fall. Next is a little pumpkin beret, and honestly, if you know me and have seen some of my other videos, you know that I go crazy for berets, especially when people make them so creatively. So this one is one of my favorites of the berets, definitely. And yep, all right, looks like we have officially gone through the entire fall crochet Pinterest board. All right, my friends, that is going to be it for this year's fall crochet inspo patterns and ideas. Let me know down below which one you guys are making for this year. I definitely want to make at least one from this board, or not two. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know which crochet inspo / ideas projects you guys want to see next. I'm definitely going to make a Halloween inspired one next. So before I keep rambling on, I will go ahead and leave you with that. Remember to check all the links down in the description below if you want to find or crochet any of these yourself. And I will be seeing you all in my next video. Bye!